What are sales objections? This is a very important topic. What are sales objections from your experience? When you say objections, when you say objection, my lord, I have an objection. What does that mean? Do you have an idea? Or can somebody try?
Is it in terms of
in general English?
In general English, objection. I'm talking about
No, can say maybe you are marketing the property, can say it's expensive.
Yes, okay. So objection, that's what's the type of objection. I'm talking about what is objection generally. In English now, when you say I have an objection to this, what does it mean? These are reasons why somebody might not buy. So real estate sales objections are reasons. These are reasons why a client or a prospect might decide not to buy a property. Do you understand?
Yes,
So in your process of marketing, you might encounter people that will ask you some questions that if you don't answer properly, they might be discouraged. So we want to look at some few of them. We're not look at all now, but then these are just few of the objections. Where is this fan? Put on the fan now. No, is it not, can't you get to it? Please put it on.
no, it's not so.
So these are reasons why most times that thing should be at one of those lists, but it's okay later on. If it can stand, it's okay.
Check if it's still.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
No,
It's okay. Alright. Let's continue. So these are reasons why a prospect might not buy a property. Right? These are objections. Objections. So in real estate, sales objections are concerns or hesitations expressed by potential clients that may prevent them from proceeding with a property transaction. As a realtor, there are basic qualities you need to properly handle sales objections. As a realtor, these are skills and qualities you need. Active listening skill, effective communication skill, empathy, market knowledge, problem solving skill, confidence and professionalism. As a realtor, remember you're a realtor to solve problems. So you must have, we've talked about this during our last training, right? Active listening, right?
Yes.
Must be, you're not listening to respond. So many people listen just to respond what is in their head. You already have what is in your head to say. You don't want to listen to provide solution. You are listening so that you can just respond. So you must be an active listener to be able to listen and understand the client's concern as it concerns the product. As it concerns the product. That clear? Effective communication. Effective communication. Effective communication is also one of them. Please also do short videos with your phone and your phone. This phone is available for our, this is for YouTube. And those ones will be that you use it later to draw a reel, the pictures, and do like a few seconds reel of the meeting. Please, every Monday you should also have those things. Okay, so I'm talking about effective communication, empathy. So these two go hand in hand. For you to communicate effectively, you must be an active listener. Listen to understand what the client is saying. So this on Saturday we went for inspection. When we're here, we're listening. Clients that were here were saying things. Right? We're not just listening just to respond. We are listening to understand their concerns. Remember, as a realtor, you're a consultant. Right? You're a consultant. So people would ask you questions. Effective communication. You must know how to communicate effectively. Communication should not be one way. It should be in two ways. How do you see it? It's okay. You don't want to ask questions. Then you're most likely dealing with an unserious client. Of course, you must have empathy. So you meet a client who has probably has been scammed last month, trying to acquire a property, and you're then trying to pitch him to buy another property for me again. That's greedy. You're being greedy. You should try to first of all understand what happened, see how you can provide solution before you can then be pitching to somebody who has just lost money. Market knowledge. This is where so many of us miss it. Market knowledge. How knowledgeable are you about what you're selling? How knowledgeable are you? If I ask you now to describe the various kinds, I gave us an assignment to do a content on the various kinds of title documents. Okay, we've done that. Did you do a content on it?
Yes, we did.
Market knowledge. Market knowledge. You must understand the product you're selling. You must understand the product you're selling. You must be a problem solving skill, and then you must have confidence in what you're saying. Not when you are talking to people, you are about to shake and I know that one some people have, even some people that have communication is something that you learn. Do you understand? Sometimes you see people talking to people, you think it's easy. One of these days, you see this inspection briefing that Godwin does. One of us will do it one of these days. So that you see that it's not easy. When you stand in front of people and talk, what is in your head might just disappear. But how do you practice it? Bring your phone, keep your phone in front of you. That's how you practice how to speak to people. How to speak to people. Develop your confidence in speaking. Speak to your camera. Try it. Every day, just do it. Assume that you're creating a content and speak to your camera. If you can master the art of speaking to your camera, then you can master the art of public speaking. These are the things you must do to be able to scale in this business. Communication. Just take your camera. I remember when I was starting out then, I used to do just short videos. You don't need to record everything. Just short. You can even sit down and do it. You don't need to stand. There are pictures as well too, individual and group. So you just take your phone, set up a tripod stand if you have, and do content. The reason why most of us are not doing well is that we don't do content regularly. You're supposed to do at least 3 contents every week. 3 contents. Your social media platform should be bombarded with content. 3 contents, minimum. That's the minimum. When I started, I was doing content. There was a time I did a 30-day challenge. Then I didn't even have an office. I just arranged a space in my house. This was one of the first things I got. I used to create my content. I'm giving you my story. I sit down, set up my chair, and I did a 30 days challenge where I was shooting content every day. That's one of the things that helped me. So you must be willing to pay the price. If you're not willing to pay the price, then you can't get the results. 30 days, constantly, Monday to Friday, apart from Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes I can do 3 a day, 3 contents, and I schedule it. Sometimes I do 5 a day. Thank God for ChatGPT. ChatGPT will generate the topic, I just work on it. Do you understand? So, and when I look at some of us, I just laugh. You do one content, the next time you do another content is next 1 month. People are watching you. That's one thing you should understand. They want to see how serious you are. They want to see the passion. They want to see the obsession about what you say you are doing. Give yourself a 30-day challenge. Do content, 5 content. You can do Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday you can rest. Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. Back to back. Different kind of content. Different kind of content. That will help you to master communication also. And master the art of teaching. Master the art of public speaking. Master the art of public speaking. And of course, that will also help your confidence. Right? It will help your confidence also. If you really want to do this business, then you must be ready to pay the price. If you really want to do this business, if you really want to scale in the marketing aspect of this business, then you must be ready. If you don't want to pay the price, it's better you just go and do something else. Don't waste your time. If you really want to do this business, then you must be ready to pay the price, to do what is involved, what is necessary to scale. Okay, so let's look at some of the objections. Are we listening? Let's look at some of the objections. So, number one, the land does not have a CFO. And many of us have had that kind of objection before. They will ask you, does the land have a CFO?
They do have.
Hmm?
They do have.
So what do you tell them? Outside what is written here, what do you usually tell them?
Land doesn't have CFO. We tell them this is what is CFO.
That's all. So the document is that document you have. What assurance do you now have that if your land does not have CFO, that they are also covered with the other alternative documents? Remember when you are selling, see, let me tell you, when you want to sell a property or anything, have the mindset that it's a win or a win first. Don't go into a market with a pessimistic mindset. If you buy, you buy. If you don't buy, may you go. No. Eventually, he might not buy. But have the mindset that you are going there to take that money. So, for me, if they ask me, it does not have a CFO, yeah, it does not have a CFO, but a CFO does not guarantee that the land is genuine. That's what I usually tell them. You can still have a land that has problem and it has CFO. CFO, quite alright, is the highest document you can ever get, the highest title. That's good. But that does not totally protect you. And remember, the CFO expires after 99 years. Yes. But the deed of conveyance and survey plan does not expire. So that's one of the points. You let them know. After 99 years, you lose possession of that land because your CFO has expired. But when you have a deed of conveyance and a registered survey plan, you are also covered. Because the registered survey plan is registered with the government. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, say the land does not have a CFO. This is objection number one. Say that's a valid concern. Why a certificate of occupancy is ideal? This land has a registered survey and a deed of assignment or covenants. In many fast developing areas, land starts with excision. What is excision? How many of you know what excision is? Real estate consultants. People should read though. What's excision? In other words, don't look at your Google, don't look at your phone. What is excision? Go and ask ChatGPT, list all as excision. See, there's a level of deals you can't close if you don't have the right knowledge. Because you can meet some clients that know this thing. Just imagine now, somebody wants to come and pitch to me to buy a land from me. Imagine the kind of question I'm asking. Do you understand? I was somewhere one day at Tilari and somebody came from, which company is that? I think it's Navitas or one of these companies. and he came to pitch to me. He didn't know that I'm also in the business. You understand? So he came, he brought this Odagwa property. They have a property in Odagwa. And I asked him, where is Odagwa? He said, he's after Omagwa. I said, Odagwa after Omagwa. He said, yes, but after Omagwa, you now go down. And I said to my friend, you don't know what you're saying. And I started telling him, Odagwa is after Chokocho. You move down and do like you're going towards Imo State. You know, I said, you see? And you're coming to pitch to me to buy a property, you don't even know the location. You see the problem? We're just more concerned about commission. Just concerned about, you must leave that realm where you're concerned about commission to be concerned about really solving problems and making an impact. And that is where you will not joke with knowledge. Now, excision, when a land is, all lands are owned by government, right?
Yes.
So, at a point when governments usually allocate land to a community, sometimes it can be 70% to community, 30% to government. When that 70% is released to the community, I hope we're following.
Yes.
When that percentage of the land, maybe 30, maybe 40, is released to the government, there's a document called excision. That excision is a document that shows that this land has been released to this community. It has been excised. Do you understand? Are you following?
Yeah.
This class is done. Let me active, please. It has been excised. That is called excision. And that excised document is now gazetted. It's published in the official gazette of the state, showing that this property has been released to a community. It's owned by this community now. That's what we mean by property. Land starts with it. So excision is the first document or the first thing that shows that the land has been released. So when you go and check it, it shows you that it's not within government acquisition. Do you get it now? That's excision. Go and read all these things. Land titles and documents in Nigeria. Type it on ChatGPT. It will give you everything. Read it. Read. When you're here, when you're creating your content, you should be reading. Or gazette. So it will be gazetted. That is when you're able to go to the state journal, you'll be able to see all the coordinates of land that are no longer in state. The surveyor does that for you. That's not your business. That's the work of the surveyor. But you should know it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You should know these things. You're a consultant. You need to know these things. And later upgrade them. We also ensure verification from the appropriate land registry before any transaction. Plus the price reflects the current title. You must know that CFO properties are expensive. To get the CFO is expensive. Do you understand? So you must let them know that the documents the property is coming with is also very safe for them. Like when we're having a special briefing, we show them the chart report, right? Telling them that this property has been charted and we have discovered that it is free from all government encumbrances. And once that is done, we're also going to register this land under you. You're going to have a registered survey plan and of course a deed of transfer of conveyance. Right? And of course, if you want to get yourself, it's really very expensive. That's why this property is selling at this price. Right? So you are trying to convince them to know that even without the C of O, the property is still genuine and valid. Don't just say, it's not all under C of O, that this one does not have, you must stop there. No. As a marketer, you must be on the offensive. There's what we call offensive marketing, not defensive. What's offensive? Who's an offender? A defender. A defender is the person that stays and waits for people to come. A defender. You move. You must be an offender. Offensive marketing. You move. You move with confidence. You move with confidence. We also ensure verification. So these are some of the things you tell them. So don't stop at the land does not have CFO, you stop there. No. Why does the land not have CFO? One, because the cost of the property. For instance, you can tell me when they ask you why is a prime real estate CFO doesn't have CFO. Tell them they can't say CFO land for 1.5 million. In fact, of course, if you want to still process your own CFO for your own one plot, it's actually you can do it.
Is it possible?
Why not?
Like
If you are willing to pay the money,
if you acquire one plot of land,
you can do your CFO. Why not?
I was thinking CFO is.
You can do a CFO for a plot. It's just, are you willing to pay what's involved? And most times CFO, they don't do CFO for low ticket properties. It works. It works for, if you use it well, it works by fire. Say, we are running a promo on this, and this promo is ending by 31st of March. Most of them, if they have the money, they want to buy. Because everybody likes offer. Everybody wants to save money. If somebody knows that by next week I'm going to spend extra 200,000, I want to pay now and save that 200,000. So I'll hate to not miss this because of delay. Will it help if I send you a short summary of a payment breakdown to review at your convenience? So use FOMO. When they tell you this thing, tell them, okay, I understand your concern, but please bear in mind that we're currently running a promo, and this promo is going to be up till the 31st, even if there's no promo. Just, I'm not saying you should lie, but just can say that price will be reviewed. I use it a lot, even if I know I'm not reviewing price. I just tell them, price might be reviewed now. Not who it might. I tell them, price might be reviewed very soon. Like, our dog one now, by the grace of God, by April, we'll start clearing. Price is moving. So, launching now. So, use that as well. Price is moving, but it will be moving up very soon. I wouldn't like you to miss out on this current price. So, when it comes to, I'll get back to you, use FOMO, the FOMO rule. Right? Are we clear? Use the FOMO rule. Remember, we like offers. Human beings we love offers, we love discounts. We like a roof. Or you can say if you buy now, you're getting a free bag of rice. Just like we are doing for prime real estate. If you're able to buy in the next 1 week, you get a free bag of rice. You don't want to buy. So use FOMO for that. FOMO. Fear of missing out. That's the meaning of FOMO. Fear of missing out. I don't have a marker. You have written it on the board. But I have a marker in my office, so if you have the time, but no problem. Let's go on. Let's round up. Objection number 3. I've heard there are lots of scams. There are lots of land scams. How do you sort that issue out? What do you usually tell them?
You are scammed by these people doesn't mean I'm still scamming. Yes, there is. But at least before you buy, come and see what I'm buying, know where you're buying.
Okay. Come and see what you're buying, know where you're buying, ask the right questions. Right? So, one of the ways you can remove doubts from people, apart from telling them that come and see where you're buying, know where you're buying, is to tie it down to documentation. If you have, that's the reason why we always show, even if the client comes to buy Odagwa or Igruta, we'll show them our allocation for Isioko reason. So that they know that if we have done it in Isioko, we will be able to do it in this one. We are killing doubts. So when they tell you this, tell them that this company has allocated previously, and we are doing our allocation for this one in next month. You can show them videos of the allocation. That will kill the doubt of scam, of come and see what you are buying. So many have been, you are right, and you are right to be cautious, many have been born. That's why we focus on transparency. You will get all verifiable documents on front, including survey plan, acquisition letter, and receipt. You can also confirm everything with your own lawyer or at the land registry before making any commitment. So you can tell your lawyer, come with your lawyer, which most of them will never come because they don't want to pay lawyer. Most of them will not bring lawyer. Somebody that has 2 million to buy land, you not tell him to go and bring lawyer and now spend like 200,000 from the 2 million. They will not want to. Do you understand? Most of them will not, except somebody that is buying a very huge amount of, like the cost is big. So, tell them that the documents are verifiable. They can also come and pick their coordinates and go and chart the property. The person that got 30 plots came to the land and picked the coordinates to go and chart. And when they were convinced, they transacted. So, one of the things you can tell them that our documents are verifiable. Are we listening? Yes. Documents are verifiable. They can come with their own lawyer or their own surveyor if they so wish. Right? We have allocated before. We are not scammers. Seeing is believing. Right? Show them videos or send them links to our Facebook profile where we did a video of our allocation. To let them know that we have allocated before and we can allocate again. That is why it's very difficult to sell as a first-time landowner. For instance, with a new company coming up, it's very difficult for people to trust you. But by the time you go over time and people see your antecedent, they see that, okay, you have done this before and over again. People begin to trust you more. Right? And one of the things people fear, people don't want to always be the first buyer. For instance, for a new company that launch out, would you want to be the first person to buy from them? People don't want to be the first. Nobody wants to be the first scapegoat. So we must, first of all, let them know that these things have happened before and we have the capacity to do it again. What are we pressing in these phones? What are you pressing? Are you typing what I'm saying? Or you're pressing? Prop your phones on the table, please. Are you pressing in phone? We're having a class, we're pressing phone. You don't want us to have this class? Huh? You're following and you're pressing phone. Please, take note of what I'm saying. These things I'm saying are very important. These things are things we pay for. Because I'm giving you for free. You don't know the value. You don't know the value. You don't know the value of what I'm giving you. I know how many trainings I've paid on real estate. I know how many I've paid. I've spent my money. Even when I was starting. I went to realtor school. Online though. It's not even physical. Only they will just send me to recorded video. 50,000. Just to gain knowledge. And I'm giving you all these things for free. I'm joking with it. Okay. Alright, so let's move on. The price is too high. The price is too high. When they tell you the price is too high, what do you do? From your own knowledge. Most of us have sold something before, apart from real estate. You've sold something before. So when they tell you, what have you sold before? What have you sold before? You've not sold before. What have you sold? You've not sold. What have you sold? Real estate. What have you sold before?
I've actually sold like personal and not.
You've not sold, you've not done marketing for your brand or for any brand before, or you just sell randomly.
I sell randomly.
Okay.
Basically for uniform job.
Okay, so when they tell you this thing is too expensive, what do you tell them? When they tell you, okay, you sell for what do you tell them?
I don't project the value of it.
Beautiful. The value. People pay for value. People pay for value. Now, when you are marketing, you should market value. Market value. Project the value. So, I understand your concern. The price is the location, infrastructure, and the title document. However, we have also flexible payment plan option in nearby areas. And other options in nearby areas that may better fit your budget. So, when they tell you that it is too expensive, you let them know why it's expensive, the value of the project of the property, the proximity to other locations. You must give them reasons why it's expensive. There's a reason why property in Eneka is more expensive than property in Isiokpo. There's the reason why property in Stadium Road is more expensive than property in Eneka. So if someone is telling you that Stadium Road is too expensive, development has gone there. So Stadium Road is more of lifestyle. People buy for lifestyle. Lifestyle food that live around there. It's more developed. It's good for commercial as well. Rental income and all that. And also give them alternative. If you have done all this and you sense that they can't afford the property, right? Do you need them to walk away? No. You suggest other properties. So sometimes when we run those ads and I will call them, you ask them questions. You chose this property, They don't ask you how much, you tell them that one is too expensive for me. The first thing you should do is to let them know why that property is expensive. It is just few minutes to the town road, few minutes to the international airport, and this road that they're working on from Igruta to Ipo is just off that town road, checkable. But meanwhile, if you can't afford it, you also have another property for this. Sometimes you need to ask them what's their budget. Most of them might not tell you, but from the property they choose, you should know their budget. So the price is too high, is not a problem. Sell the value, let them know that the price also comes with the documentation as well, right? And then let them also know that we have other options. So this is objection number what? Objection number 4, the price is too high. Objection number 5, it is too far. These are regular things we always see. It is too far from town. I don't want it, it's too far. But they don't have money, oh. It's too far. It's too far. They want to buy inside town with 1 million or 2 million. It's too far. But one of the things you should never do is that never make a customer look inferior. Never make jest of a customer. That's is his money, is what he wants. Professionalism entails that even if you feel like laughing inside you, don't laugh. I hear what I'm saying. Because there are some realtors that say, okay, I don't get money, they find GRA. I better come off my phone. That's for the regular agents. That's how agents behave. You know, this real estate job is a package agent job. It's agent job we're doing though, but it's more modified. We have corporatized the process. Because I am like this, people that need land still call me. Somebody that needs 2 plots of land somewhere can still call me. Is that my agent work? So before I work, I tell you what you want. I send you a form. You fill. I tell you the terms and conditions. You sign. Not just the one you just call me. So I send 5,000 for agent fee. Or what they call it, registration fee. That's how agents do it. They collect 5,000, some get 10,000. Then the now start working about with movement fee for fuel. Then they start moving about, they don't dress well. There must be a difference. That's why sometimes you must be professional. Dress properly. Dress properly. There must be a difference between you and the agent on the road who can wear slippers and go around Port Harcourt. So you must corporatizing the process. So that's understandable, but consider these areas like Ibejuleki, which once seemed far and now not due to major development. This location is next in line. It's about buying at a good price now before the demand drives it up. Would you be open to a short inspection to see the potential? So when they tell you it's too far, let them know that it is not there. If the word far in real estate does not exist, that's what I usually tell them. I tell them that the word far in real estate does not exist. Because from here to Abuja is not far. From here to Choba is not far. It's far. But people still have land there. So what your work is to change their mindset, their orientation. People just have the orientation that they are only buying land where that is close to their house or close to their village. There are some people that they cannot buy land outside their community. I used to have an auntie in the US. She actually bought about 6 plots in Prime View. But I was able to work on her cycle. She said she can't buy outside Anambra State. She said she cannot buy, Chuka, I cannot buy a land. What am I going to do in Lagos? What am I going to do in Abuja? This is where I'm from. One evening we spoke. I sat her down and I began to analyze people, analyze why she needs to. And there was a mindset shift. Do you understand what I'm talking about? There was a mindset shift. I know those people abroad and the ones that have money. Well, all your target people abroad. I hear what I'm saying? They are the ones they will not price you. Because $3 million there is how many $1,000? $3 million there is like $2,000. But before somebody here will raise $3 million, they will pay like in 6 installments. Those are the best clients I love. Abroad clients. They are beautiful people. They don't price. I know of a guy, property he sells 2.5 million. Once it's a diaspora client, more times 2. That's why he sells it. That's not nice anyway. But that is that. So would you be open for a short side inspection? So you must let them know that areas like Ruboku, how many of us grew up in Port Harcourt? How many of us were in Port Harcourt in the last 20 years? Nobody was in Port Harcourt 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Okay, maybe you were very little there, I guess. Very. In Port Harcourt, okay. Where did you grow up in? Where were you born? Which Elekaya? Oh, Eneka. So you knew how Eneka was like when you were born.
Yeah. So
So that means you saw the transformation of Emeka. So you can use that as a testimony. So okay, Emeka used to be too far. That time, you imagine then, the only places that were developed those days in Port Harcourt were Rumomasi, Rumobiakani, Rumoba. Those were, they are called the old takers, Woji. Those were the old takers area. For those of us that were born, someone like me was born here. If you're not living in Rumobiakani, you are living in Rumomasi. Or you are living in, what's the name? Rumoba. Rumibekwe. That's why you go to those areas, the houses, they are old houses, they are old takers. Rumibekwe, Rumokoro. Then old Port Harcourt, Borokiri town and Diobu. Those days of Diobu, we can't go there now because of killings. So that area was no-go area those days. Militant activity, killing, kidnapping, cultism. So people were not staying there. The people that were staying there are people that understand the place. So these 5 places I mentioned were the only places in Port Harcourt. You can't stay in Joba when the Joba open or Alu. You can't stay in Joba.
Choba said it just
even the
there.
Alu side is not even very developed. So
Alu
Alu is even still coming up now. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you tell them that, look at, this is the reason why you are buying. You are buying so that you can kill early. You must not live there. You must not live there. So it is left for you now to work on their mind and work on everything. And then you're trying to schedule an inspection with them as well. Okay, we're going back. Okay, this one, I'm waiting for my salary bonus money to come in. So when you see this, what do you tell them? Installment payments. I'm waiting for my salary. You don't need to wait. Start installmentally. Make a deposit and spread your balance. So that's what you should use there. My spouse partner is not convinced. Very important. What do you do at this stage without reading what's on the board? On the screen. Request a conference call. You should never, you hear what I'm saying, never allow that person to go and talk to the client. To go and talk to the wife.
Instead, invite the wife. Or you have a meeting with both of them.
Have a meeting with both of them. Conference call is there. Like the inspection went on Saturday. I actually wanted to speak with the guy, but I don't know why the woman she was not
So just avoid it.
ahead. Because in Africa I spoken with the guy before. You understand? We've spoken before. So I wanted him to actually, that's why I told her, do a video call. Let the client sit there. So if he has any question, let him ask there. Let's clear the doubts there. Are you seeing it now? Not just say, okay, like when you speak to your client and you get back to me, no, it will not work. Because that person might not be able to relate it as much as you will be able to do it to his spouse.
Or might not even like the place, the way that man would like
The spouse might not like the place, and the spouse will convince the person not to go there. And you end up losing the deal, losing your commission, losing everything. So that's fair. Real estate is a joint decision. Would you like us to schedule a call or inspection with both of you present? I'll be happy to walk them through the benefits and answer these questions. Right? And answer the questions they may have. So if somebody is seeing, that is why there are 5 questions you ask a client. I've told you this thing before now. I don't know if I've said it in this. I don't have said it when you were here. When you meet a client, there's what we call qualification of prospects, of leads. You qualify them. Before you start telling somebody to come for inspection, you must be able to know the seriousness of that person. What are the questions you ask? 1, why do you want to buy the property? You want to know why the person wants to buy the property, because the person might be looking at Isioko and the person wants to build immediately. That is not the kind of property you want to recommend to that kind of person. So the first question you need to ask the client is, so why do you want to buy this property? The person tell you, okay, I'm looking for somewhere to actually build, or I'm looking for somewhere to just do agriculture, I'm looking for somewhere to just buy, keep, and maybe after 3, 4, 5 years resell. Then based on that, you can then recommend a property to that that client or that prospect. The prospect now, where is the client? The next thing you ask the question is, what's your budget? You're trying to know the person's budget. Most times they might not tell you. Most clients will not tell you their budget. So, but when you now recommend properties, from the one they choose, you should be able to understand the budget. Right? Now, you also need to understand who is making the decision. This is I'm saying, this is the template to market. This thing should be at the tip of your finger. This question I'm saying now. Who is making the buying decision? You want to know, are you the one buying this property? Or you're asking on behalf of someone, your wife, are you buying as jointly with your wife, or you're buying for yourself? You must be able to know, so that you understand that you are talking with the person who is making the decision, who has the money. When you understand that, the next thing you need to ask the person is, okay, how ready are you to proceed with this transaction? Right? Don't be scared. Some of us are scared. You don't even know how to ask somebody, how ready are you? Some of us are scared. I'm saying the truth, right? When they tell you, ask this client, how ready are you? Are you ready to make your payment immediately? Or you're just making payment in a couple of months? You must be able to know how ready that client is. Before you might even start saying, I come for inspection. Fuel is very expensive. You cannot be wasting money and your time on inspections for people that are serious. So this is how you qualify a client. The first I said is what? Number 1.
Number 1, you said why?
Why do you want to buy the property? Is it for land banking, to build, or for agriculture, or for any other purpose? Number 2, your budget. You must be able to know the budget. Number 3, who is making the decision, the buying decision? Are you the one that is making the decision, or someone else? Number 4,
how ready are you to proceed?
How ready are you? How ready are you? Don't be scared to ask those questions. When you ask a client this question, they know that you know what you are doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you ask somebody these questions, they know that they know those who are serious and they know those who are good realtors and those who are not. How ready are you? If I'm able to get you this property, or I'm able to, how ready are you? Or if I'm able to take you to this location and you find the place, you like the place, are you ready to make a commitment, to make payment or make a commitment now? Some of them will also telling you, I'm not ready now, Sha. I just want to see it first. And what I'll tell you is that no problem. Whenever we have inspection, I will inform you just to join us. I can't just take you there when I know that you're not ready. And I'll waste fuel. There's 1,300 liters now. And go to another one. No. Do you understand? I know that some persons might not buy now, they might buy later and all that. But if you tell me, okay, I'm ready, but not necessarily now, but at least you should be ready to make a commitment. Right? Out of 1.5 million, you should be ready to make at least 500,000 before you start stressing someone. So these are the things you do. This is how you qualify your needs. That's qualification of prospect or leads. That's how you qualify them. To know those who can do that. So when it comes to my spouse or partner is not convinced, request a meeting with the spouse or a conference call. Right? There is no development there yet. Somebody same thing with that place is far. Let them know of other examples of areas and let them also know the projections of government activities around that side. Do you understand? For instance, when you say there is no development around Isioko now, what would you say?
There's a news though I used. There's a news that says I think they are trying to relocate Ikoku to Isoko.
You don't need to confirm the news. You just tell them that there's a news going on around that Ikoku market will be relocated to Omagba. Whether you know it or not, it's not your business. There's a likelihood. Don't say like it has happened. It might not happen. So you're not government. Even the road that they're working on, if I decide to stop tomorrow, this Iglota road, am I the government? But they started. But there's actually a plan anyway. I've heard that news to relocate Ikoku market. They were supposed to go to Obibo, but Obibo is not because of this new road and other things. So they are trying to get to Isioko Omagba. I heard it. So that is also a point you can use. So you must give them the reasons why they will see development in that area in the next 10 years. I hear what I'm saying. You must give them reasons why development will come to that area in the next 10 years. There is no development there yet. So remember, all these things doesn't mean you see these things. The most important thing about this property is that as a realtor, you have a property to sell to the client. You're not stealing the person's money. I hear what I'm saying. There's a property. Anyhow you used to sell it is not a crime. As long as the person is buying a property, the person is getting a property. The person is not getting a property that is waterlogged. He's getting a dry land. So whether you say, okay, for instance, we go university. For instance, at this we go university that we're using to make noise. We go university is a boarding school, so it's not really going to do much of the development in this school. That's just a marketing strategy that developers are using. Students don't come out now. When you go to university, even if you pass the gate, you won't see anybody. Because once you come into the school, you're inside the campus, locked. Everything you do is inside the campus. So it won't bring much development. It's just like Maduna and Elele. That's been there for over how many years now? Over 20 something years, almost 30 years. Has it done any development there? It's just a strategy. It's just a strategy. Where we go university, Rivers State University Extension. How many students are in Rivers State University Extension? I'm telling you now.
I think it's just only there.
How many students are there? But it's just a strategy. You have to sell, you have to be in business. The most important thing is that there is a land to sell. You're not duping them. Do you understand? You must understand the psychology of selling. There's a lot to sell. There's a university there. You're not lying. So whether a university will have impact on the place or not, it's not your business. Whatever you say in real estate, whatever you see is the truth. I can decide to say I'm the biggest real estate company in Nigeria. That is what I'm saying. It is there for you to know whether it is true or I'm the biggest real estate. NBC is the biggest real estate company in Nigeria. That is what I am saying. Right? Whether it is the fact or not, to me it is the truth. It might not be the fact, but it is the what? The truth to me. So whatever you say is what it is. And whatever the Bible says, whatever Adam called them, that's what they were. That is what they were. So whatever you call it is what it is. So you must understand the psychology of selling, because you're going into marketing to win the fight. I will say this, that whoever I take for inspection must buy. Have you heard me say it before? Yeah. Has it happened before? Has it happened? Yeah. Is there anybody who has gone for inspection that has not bought?
Yes, it seems just very few. Probably people that doesn't have.
There's nobody that will take for inspection, apart from, okay, this year, let me ask, let me look. How many inspections have you gone for this year, since you came?
Gone for over close to more than 8 inspections.
It's about 8. I'm trying to understand those who didn't buy.
I don't know. The only person I feel did not buy is that pregnant woman. I don't know if
she bought now,
she
bought one plot.
Wow.
She bought one plot. She paid last month. She just paid the initial deposit. I thought you could complete that payment.
Okay.
Who again have we taken for inspection? Remind me. Okay, that guy we took for that was supposed to buy 50 plots. I'm not hearing from him.
Okay,
that came, no, that guy. That one is a pastor.
Okay, that pastor.
I went with Rose. That one we're still following up on him. I think that's the only person.
That's the person I think hasn't.
That's the only person.
I was thinking.
And he will still buy. I have the belief. Why? Because you go into the battle with you're going there to win. I'm not saying that everybody has taken professionals, but there are some that didn't buy. But at least you must qualify them. Qualify them by asking the right question to know who has the money. That's the reason why the aspirant clients do well than I prefer the aspirant clients to the Nigerian clients. They have the money. They have. There is job. They always have. Most of them have work there. For them to raise 5 million, 10 million is not a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the most important thing is to be sure that you're talking with a client that has the financial resources to do what it needs to do. Whose phone is ringing? Okay, I think we're rounding up now. I hope we're getting value. Are we getting value? Yes. I don't live in Nigeria. How can I manage this? Diaspora clients. How many of us have met a diaspora client before? And one of the places you can meet diaspora clients is YouTube. That's one of the reasons I decided to take my YouTube serious this year. YouTube. Do you understand? YouTube. Why? YouTube is the training I'm going to do next. I'm going to show you the sales quadrant for you to know where to focus on. YouTube is a search engine. Anybody that finds you on YouTube is most likely searching for property. YouTube is search engine. You know that? It's like Google. Facebook and Instagram is interruption. Interruption is that they might just be scrolling. Interrupts, it just comes. So most likely you might not meet serious people. There are serious people on Facebook, I'm not saying they're not there. But if a client finds you on YouTube, that is why YouTube ad is very expensive. YouTube ad is about $10 a day. I think they say they reduced it now. $10 a day is like how much? Almost 15,000 every day. That's the minimum. So what people usually do, they combine, people bring resources and then they share leads. If one come, they give this one. That's what some realtors do. Some realtors can come together, run an ad, then they have an admin if one lead come, because it's likely that you will get serious clients from YouTube, because whoever goes to search, and that's where the additional clients are, YouTube.
Because they cannot communicate. Instead, they'll just go to search engine, which is YouTube. And because they are ready to.
Exactly. Anybody that's searching, just like when you want to buy something, if you want to buy something, you want to do something, you go and search on Google. How do they do this? Where can I get this? For you to go and search, there's a likelihood that you are serious about it. So that's the psychology. So YouTube is active and searching. We have active and passive. We have passive and I'll do a training on that one of these days. YouTube is active and searching. So they are active and they are what? Searching. Active, that means they are ready to buy, they have resources. And they are searching. If you meet those kind of clients, sales. There's this guy I used to follow, Mr. Jeff Anozi. I don't know if any of us know him. Follow him, he's very good. One of the guys that helped me. Jeff Anozi, follow Jeff Anozi. Follow Dr. Malik. For those that want to sell properties, they want to sell properties. YouTube, Dr. Malik. These are people I follow that really helped me while starting. Dr. Jeff Anozi, he's in Abuja. Mr. Jeff Anozi. Dr. Malik is a digital marketing coach. He does some free trainings. So follow these guys. They will help you to scale. Okay. So the last one is about, we talked about people abroad, right? When they tell you that, how can I manage it? Let them know that the company does this for them. So someone that lives abroad, yeah, that's him. That's Jeff Anozi. Yes, that's him. He has 2 accounts, so make sure it's the right one. How many followers does that one have? Yeah, that's the right one. He actually has 2, so you can follow the both accounts. Malik, Dr. Malik Haruna King. I'm thinking of inviting him here one of these days, but it's very expensive. But I'm sure I'll do it before the year ends. Yes, ask Dr. Malik, that's it. Actually, if you want to do well in digital marketing, he will guide you on how to go about it. Okay, let's move on. So, I don't live in Nigeria, how can I manage this? Well, I've got you covered. Many of our clients live abroad. We handle inspection virtually, send documents via email or courier. We also offer land banking options and property management post-purchase. So let them know that you can handle all these things for them even while they are not around. And most people abroad prefer to buy from companies because they prefer not giving their money to family, brother, sister that will use the money and start building their own property. So they prefer working with companies, right? So that is that for that. So let them know that we have a system that can manage their investment for them even when they are not here. Even when if they want to build, you can also do that for them as well too. And that one is what if the government later demolishes it? The government cannot demolish it because the property has been. Any property that is not under government acquisition and is free cannot be demolished in the future. Even if government wants to come in, they will compensate people. So let them know that that's a smart concern. That's why we only offer land that are properly excised or titles and outside government acquisition zone. We also provide all legal documents for your independent verification before purchase. So you can also show them the chart reports that you have charted the land and government is not under the government presence, so it is free from all government encumbrances. Alright, so I think we've come to the end of this training. We're looking at the various sales objections. Sales objections. Do you have questions? I believe we're supposed to be noting down our questions as the class was going on.
You actually trashed the question.
What was the question?
The question was something when you said something about CFO, the occupancy.
Okay.
I wanted to ask if, peradventure, if somebody purchased a plot of land, since the organization or
Hold
the,
on, just hold on, hold on.
or the real estate have not gotten the certification of use or
See your phone.
that the person can actually go and get.
You can get yourself, can get yourself for a property now. See your phone for some government. I heard now this current government they are giving out. Depends on the government in power. Some government will refuse to give, some can give. But can you make the payment? Most times it's good to acquire your phone in bulk. If you're buying bulk land. That's what we call that global CFO. Global. Right? When you acquire a CFO that is global, that means you can get 100 plots and acquire CFO for 100 plots. And now, each of the subscribers, you give them a copy of that CFO. That CFO global still covers them because they are not falls within that 100 plots. So it's good to.
I think it's also cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper, yes, now. It's cheaper. But I'm going to do one more, yes. Just like when you're surveying a land, when you're registering a land, doing registered survey plan for a bulk land, it's cheaper than doing it individually. Do you understand? The same thing if you're buying land in bulk, it's cheaper. That's where the business people come in. You buy in bulk and sell small. Any other question? We should have questions. So. Otherwise, me I'll ask you. And you must answer.
So you made mention of asking clients of their budget. There are some cases when you ask someone about what's your budget and they will frown negatively. Like they react negatively to it. So what should we do?
Yeah, I tell you that some of them might not tell you. But the only thing you can do is to send a list of the properties you have. Based on the one they choose, will give you a sense of the budget that they're looking at. Do you understand?
Okay.
Some of them will not tell, most of them will not tell you their budget. From my experience, most of them will not tell you, except somebody that know you very well. Do you understand? Most of them will not tell you their budget. They just say, let me see the ones you have. So when you look at the list, if they now choose the one of 1.5 million, you should know their budget is within. So if you're recommending another property, you should not recommend any property that is maybe above 1.5 or 2 million. Do you understand? All right. So thank you so much for your time. Please, you can. These trainings are trainings that we should implement. They are trainings that we should implement. These things are some.